What'd you say, Tegan? What'd you say? You okay? Yeah. Here. Sit here. Sit here. Sit right here. You can't sit in that chair. You're sitting right here. They can see you. Why are you embarrassed? That's weird. You're not sitting here. You're sitting right here for a second while you say hey to the chat. Say hey to them. Come here. You're making everything weird. Come here. You don't have to sit down. Just come say hey. Grayson, come here. See, Grayson's even going to say hey to the chat. Come here, Grayson. Come here. Kids grow up and they're just weird. Hey. Hello. Can I get a kissy? Hmm? Can I get a kissy? Can I get a kissy? Oh, assistant that you'll ever have in life is your doggy. make this happen, Captain. Dollar's Walk. Oh wait, this isn't that weird ass place. At least we're attuning to it. Have access to the Gate of Thal. Dude, can I even... This quest is rad as hell. Please make way for arriving guests. I must ask that you step away from the door, madam. If you have received an invitation, pray consider the terms of the mission. 12 save you if you have misplaced the relevant.
All hail the Sultana! Your Grace.
Raoban? By right of the Royal House of Ul, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion! And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. nor can her grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'dah, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it? So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the Primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Garlean Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the 3 grand companies. And they stood with us at Carteneau, that fateful day 5 years ago. The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the hero's sacrifice, nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, Mother of All, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former. Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The Yellow Serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the White Wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer!
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
Somebody in there?
Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the Barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral,
I will not forsake Louisoix!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louisoix.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place.
Kasbamul, Soginin Wese Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Dig. Imarat Way, Kiskat Toga Hads Waddledorns. Sees Nigen, Fisdun the only Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
What?
Get in, man. It sucked.
Where can you get in?
Shoes, and then my sister had on a hoodie, and she had took off her Black Widow cosplay. They would let her in with that, and then I was with Keandra too, and she had on a hoodie as well. So yeah.
Gonna let me in that bed with my open toe shoes on? Ain't nobody gonna step on Sonata foot. You get a hole punch through your chest. Man. So who was all there that you saw?
I saw Toby, Jalen.
See, they're going through some stuff in the group because apparently she was telling people she was working for the con, but she was actually just sleeping on the couch in the hotel, not actually a part of the anime con.
Right, Penny worked in the celebrity guest area. She didn't have on a staff thing around her waist like everybody else, and she was sitting at the table of some guy. I forgot the guy's name, but she was definitely working. 'Cause I literally
checks out because they said that she was on trial. I said, what? Trial?
It's crazy that they said that. I literally, me and my sister really saw that girl work celebrity area. It's crazy as hell. It got something to do with the fact that they're trying to let some girl in that she because of something that went down in Mississippi, and I don't know.
They called the cops on her.
Yeah. And now whoever this girl is been lying on people. That's fucked up.
You think so?
Yeah, you know, she literally just said somebody said that she was sleeping on the couch and not working. She was working. I saw her. She was
Oh, somebody said that? No. From the last call. Something happened to where she was. Somebody called the cops on feet, and she was actually working there. Somehow, Hannah got involved in some capacity, and that's all she wrote. They didn't have beef with each other. Hannah said she didn't call the cops. She doesn't know anything about that, and that's basically what happened. No, they've been having beef ever since then.
yeah, I don't know.
Level 20 though. Shoot. Got one more.
Fucking lie.
Got one more out of it. Damn, one more here. Didn't you say I get a mount at level 20?
Let's see.
We'll see. Hopefully, get them out. Hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connected. Hey, hold on. This song's connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. So I'm on that part of the quest, where I'm using the airships. The president has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern of public safety. What are you doing tomorrow? Okay, finally we get to eat human meat again. I'm random as hell, ain't it? It's crazy, right? Who the fuck comes up with this shit? Finally, you get to eat human meat again. That's crazy. Well, you need to turn it in and turn it out. Talk to you later. Yeah, I'm streaming right now, actually. Lilo, what's going on? I'm okay, Lilo. I just got off the phone with Kidada, actually. You heard her say that she's going. I streamed a little bit yesterday. I'm not streaming too crazy tonight. Hold on. Hold on just a moment, eh? I'm not streaming too crazy tonight. I've got some stuff I got to take care of tomorrow. Gonna take my son hiking in the morning with his friend. So some stuff we gotta do. So we'll see how that pans out tomorrow. Yeah, I haven't been hiking in such a long ass time, honestly. But yeah, I changed out the layout just a little bit here. Just a little bit. Now go over and heed the crystal's guidance. Should you ever lose your way. Yeah, I called Kidada because she was telling me how to get my mount. Because I need a mount. Yeah, so this is my actual streaming room when I'm not in the barracks area. So I've got my Nintendo Switch games, a crap ton of them in the background. See if I can do a just chatting. Yeah, so the just chatting. Oh God, no. Where's the webcam? Oh my goodness. Is this it? No. That was pretty cool then. Here we go. Yeah, so I got the doggy in the background. That's Grayson. Our room is junky as hell. I got that chair just sitting there. Usually that chair is not there. Usually the chair is not there. Usually I don't have a bunch of red cups sitting nowhere like Asmongold either, so But yeah, I've got a crap ton of freaking Switch titles behind me. Uh, this is the first row, second row. Then I've got a third row on the bottom of like some classic Wii games. I think my favorite classic Wii game that I know is ultra expensive today is this. This is super expensive. Super expensive Wii title right here. Uh, everyone knows about this one. Super expensive at the time. Actually, it's still going for about. I wonder how much the original Xenoblade's going for on the Wii. I haven't the slightest idea how much it's going for today. I think when I bought it, I paid $54 for it. Oh, I'm quite positively sure it's going for a crap ton of money today. Yeah, I'm pretty positive it is. I don't even want to guess. Matter of fact, let's look it up real quick before we hop back in the game. I'm interested now. I'm interested to know just how much it's going for. Hold on, just a second. Sorry about that, guys. My son was coughing. I needed to give him some cough medicine. Yeah, so the original Xenoblade. Hold on. While we're looking through this, RuneScape Autumn Voyage. Autumn Voyage was the truth.
It's game time. 20 extra crispy wings for $20 at KFC.
This is how you know
it's
how
finger
old I
licking
am.
good.
Hey, Meta, play my Beast Mode playlist.
So, I wonder how much is it brand new? It's real? This can't be real. Yeah, this is not. No wonder. Is it factory? This can't be factory sealed either. Yeah, this is more of a realistic price. Did you play Xenoblade, Leela? I mean, the only reason why it's probably not worth that much money is simply because they re-released it on the Nintendo Switch. And look how much it's worth on the now this game right here. I'm surprised it's selling for so damn. Oh, it's a bid. For whatever reason, this game is absolutely crazy. Torna. This game, when I saw it, I watched a friend play through when I was younger. Yeah, it's a freaking amazing game. So this game right here, if you can secure a few copies of this game, guaranteed it's going to be worth at least $300 or $400 because this is limited. A lot of people bought Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but they never bought the Torna, which is the prelude to the actual content of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I never played. I own Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I own the collector's edition of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I own Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Watch the collector's edition be like $300 now. What did I tell you? $234.99, brand new, unopened. That's insane. Yeah, I have this, but mine's open. The box is open because for whatever reason, when you buy shit like this from GameStop always opens the shit. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, that GameStop opens all of their collector's box items. They take the wrapping off of it. It's so dumb. I didn't even know Xenoblade Chronicles 3 had a box like this. Honestly though, I actually really enjoyed playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I didn't beat it, but I feel like I need to really, when I get my Nintendo Switch 2, I might restart it, but I really feel like I need to just sit down and no shit play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and see if I can actually appreciate it, because I feel like the game has a lot to offer. One of the other games that's kind of like similar to Xenoblade series was Xenosaga. And I know that that's expensive on the PS2. All the Xenosagas were pretty damn good. I beat Xenosaga the first one. Did not beat the second one. And I don't even know how much Xenosaga 3 is. There's no telling how much that shit's worth. Look at that. Xenosaga 3 by itself is almost $300. I don't know if you all remember this store called Kmart, but Kmart had this literally it was getting ready to go out of business, and Kmart had this shit inside of the bargain bin, and I picked up Xenosaga 1 and Xenosaga 2 out of the bargain bin, and Xenosaga 3 had not been released, but it was released probably like 7.5 months after Kmart shut down that store. But they had a lot of brand new games in that bargain bin. They even had Lunar 2 was in the bargain bin. This game was in the bargain bin. Can you believe Kmart had this game? Selling it in the bargain bin for super cheap. And I love Lunar Blue. I love the game. I recently beat this on stream. The Blue Light episode. Blue Light, what? Are you talking about? Wait, what's Blue Light Special? Wait, you're surprised who had any special, any games? It's about Kmart? Bro, Kmart was where I got all my games. I remember, and I always tell this story on stream, how ungrateful kids can be. I probably was like 9 or 10 years old, and I saw this game, and my aunt was walking through Kmart with me. She had just become a nurse. She had graduated nursing school, and every Christmas I would look through the J.C. Penney catalog at the cameras and all this stuff, trying to find out what I wanted for Christmas. I remember when the Game Boy first, well, not the original Game Boy, which I did have, but the Game Boy Color got released, and I saw it in the catalog. Kmart used to do temporary sales called a Blue Light Special in the late 80s, early 90s. There'd be a blue light over the aisle. I don't know. I just know that when it was going out of business, they had like a big bin, like with, you know, the gated bins that it's metal. It looks like it's a gate, but it's a square, and it says electronics. Had a sign said electronics, games, or whatever sticking out of it. And I just went and looked at it, and it had all these games because the store was closing. And so that's that. Looks like we've lost some viewers. Oh well. You play Final Fantasy and you turn Final Fantasy off and people just leave. It is what it is. But some people do listen for the Final Fantasy music and shit, but I don't care. I'm reminiscing in the past, drinking on some Apple Crown and Red Bull. It's a terrible mix, but it tastes amazing. But it will keep me awake for a while. I want to kind of look at some of these new Nintendo Switch JRPGs that are coming out. There's no way that Mario is turning into a turn-based JRPG. There's no
Extra
way.
confidence from a Greenprint plan. Extra attention from our people. Extra is our ordinary at Regent.
I probably should log into my real channel, which is the Godigy channel. Because honestly, I have YouTube. Who's that? So are these? Oh yeah, they did recently just release. Hmm.
Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. Today, we're looking at the top 15 upcoming RPGs coming to Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 in 2026. The Elliptic Exploration, Monster Tame that are going to give us
Is this the
hundreds
new
of hours
Ys
in
game?
Switch 2 in 2026. These are some seriously heavy hitters that are going to give us hundreds of hours of gameplay. Whether you're into post-apocalyptic exploration, monster taming, or classic fantasy adventures, there's something here for everyone. Let's get into it. Trails in the Sky Second Chapter is a fully rebuilt 3D remake of the classic Trails sequel.
Oh, wow.
Scheduled to release in fall 2026 on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 as part of a simultaneous global launch.
That's
The story
crazy.
continues directly from the first chapter, following Estelle Bright as she searches for Joshua after his sudden disappearance, while uncovering the growing influence.
This game, honestly, is just massive. It took me a while to get into Trail of Cold Steel, the first one, and we're on chapter 4. No, we're on chapter. I don't know what chapter we're on, but apparently it's supposed to get good. So I'll pick up that stream this week coming up.
Of the secretive Ouroboros organization and escalating tensions across the Kingdom of Liberal and the wider continent of Zemuria. The narrative deepens its focus on character relationships, political intrigue, and long-form storytelling, raising the emotional and thematic stakes compared to its predecessor. Gameplay preserves the series' strategic, turn-based combat foundation while modernizing it with full 3D environments, expanded crafts and S-crafts, and the newly introduced Brave Rush system, which allows linked actions during quicker encounters to keep battles feeling fluid without sacrificing tactical depth. The Orbment system returns as the core customization mechanic, encouraging careful party building and skill synergy. Quality of life improvements, such as enhanced presentation, voice acting, and streamlined pacing, aim to make the experience more accessible while respecting the original's structure. Decapolis is an upcoming crime suspense RPG from Level 5, scheduled to launch in different kind of RPG covered marks.
This is ugly looking. Not gonna cap. We're gonna skip past this game.
Beyond the Horizon is a major upcoming entry in Nihon Falcom's long-running JRPG
So I thought they
series,
released this
January
one for the
15th,
PS5
2026
already.
for Nintendo Switch. Witchbrook is an upcoming magical life sim RPG scheduled to launch in 2026 on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, offering a cozy yet deep alternative to traditional RPG structures. Set in the charming seaside city of Mossport, the game places you in the role of a young witch enrolled at Witchbrook College, where daily life revolves around attending
Witchbrook
classes,
College.
learning spells, brewing
It's Harry
potions,
Potter
practicing
2D. I
divination,
love it.
and
This
mastering
actually
a
looks
broom
not
fight.
that bad.
Gameplay blends RPG progression with life simulation systems, encouraging exploration of a living town filled with seasonal events, side activities, and a dynamic cast of NPCs with whom you can build friendships and romantic relationships.
Oh,
Outside of
romantic.
school,
So this
players
is
can
basically
decorate
the
and
witch
expand their
version of
home,
The Sims.
customize their character with detailed clothing options, and engage in small ventures that help shape their routine and identity. Witchbrook also supports online co-op for up to 4 players.
It's literally the Sims 3, Sims 10 Witch Edition.
Allowing friends to share the world and activities together. While no exact release date has been announced, the game is officially slated for 2026, positioning it as one of the most relaxing and personality-driven RPG experiences coming to Nintendo platforms.
Yeah. It's The
An
Sims.
RPG remaster scheduled to release on February 17th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, bringing a refreshed version of a key Ys entry to modern Nintendo hardware. The game follows legendary adventurer Adol Kristin, who awakens deep within the dangerous Great Forest of Celceta with no memory of his past, pushing the story forward through exploration and the gradual recovery of his lost identity. Gameplay focuses on fast, real-time combat built around a party system, allowing
No,
players to
the
switch
last
between
Ys
characters
game that
on
I
the fly
played, I
and
mean,
exploit enemy weaknesses through quick positioning, skill usage,
what is it,
and
Ys 8?
momentum-driven encounters.
Let me see which Ys
Exploration
game I
is
actually
equally
have
important,
here.
with a strong emphasis on mapping uncharted territory, discovering hidden paths, and completing objectives that gradually reveal both the world and Adol's memories. The remaster enhances presentation while preserving the series' trademark speed and fluidity, and includes quality-of-life improvements alongside the option to switch between the original soundtrack and a newly arranged score. Pokemon Pokopia is an upcoming life simulation RPG scheduled to release March 5th, 2026, exclusively on Nintendo Switch. 2. Offering a completely different take on the Pokemon universe. Instead of focusing on traditional battles, the game casts players as a Ditto, taking on a human-like form, tasked with restoring Pokopia, a once-thriving land where humans and Pokemon
I have
coexisted.
Ease 9.
Gameplay centers on exploration,
Ease
gathering,
9 is
crafting,
not
and
a
settlement
terrible
building,
game.
with players collecting resources, farming land, constructing homes and
But it's
facilities,
just, it's
and
kind of
shaping
weird,
environments to
though.
attract specific Pokemon species. Each
I don't
Pokemon
know.
interacts with the world in practical ways, teaching abilities like Water Gun or Leafage that directly affect terrain, crops, and progression, rather than combat outcomes.
I mean,
A dynamic
that's
day-night
the
cycle,
reason why I
multiple
started back
biomes,
live
and
streaming
deep
again, because
customization
I've got
systems give
so
Pokopia
many
a relaxed but
JRPG
engaging rhythm,
games
while
that
quests and
need to
requests
be
from
beaten.
Pokemon gradually expand the community. The game also supports visiting other players' towns through local, gentle The story follows Nintendo Tales of Berseria Remastered.
Now this, because it's remastered, I do want to play it. Tales of Berseria.
Remastered is set to arrive on February 27th, 2026 for Nintendo Switch, with full compatibility expected on Nintendo Switch 2, bringing a polished version of one of the darker entries in the Tales series to Nintendo platforms. The story follows Velvet Crow, a woman driven by revenge after a devastating betrayal, as she journeys across the Midgand archipelago alongside a group of morally complex allies, exploring themes of justice, emotion, and personal sacrifice. Gameplay is built around fast-paced, real-time action combat, allowing players to
Like,
change
I've never
arms
played
into
this
fluid
one.
combos,
Well,
swap party
no, I
members
haven't
on the
played
fly,
it.
and
I
adapt
think it was
strategies
originally released on the
dynamically during battle.
PlayStation 3.
Character progression emphasizes customization through skills, equipment, and party synergy rather than rigid class roles. The remaster enhances the experience with quality of life improvements such as clearer navigation, streamlined progression systems, optional encounter controls, and the inclusion of previously released DLC content. While preserving the original game's distinctive tone and combat flow, the updated presentation and refinements make Tales of Berseria Remastered a strong, narrative-driven action RPG offering for Nintendo hardware in 2026. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition is an enhanced edition of From Software's acclaimed open-world action RPG, scheduled to release in 2026 exclusively on Nintendo Switch. 2. Marking the game's debut on Nintendo's next-generation hardware. This edition delivers the complete Elden Ring experience, including the base game and the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion, alongside additional equipment and customization options, packaged to take advantage of the Switch 2's improved performance. Set in the vast and haunting lands between, the story follows the Tarnished, an outcast warrior seeking to restore the shattered Elden Ring and claim the title of Elden Lord, with the narrative unfolding through environmental